Now News Extra brought to you by Pinnacle Bank, committed to bringing you banking the way banking should be. Here's Kevin Mooney.
Thank you very much, Dennis. Good morning, everyone. We have Howard Hale and Susan Wiedeman here this morning, and they're going to talk about a rather unique event that they're going to start up at Plymouth Congregational Church beginning tomorrow night, and I think something that probably a lot of people are going to welcome. Really,
we hope so. We hope so. That's the goal. I know watching, things unfold on TV, like with all of the violence, and then of course our presidential political situation. People are very frustrated and people are very angry, and people feel helpless. I think sometimes because they can't do anything to make a difference, or they feel that they can't do anything to make a difference. And so some people in our church decided to kind of come up with an idea of a community prayer night. And because you can make a difference with the power of prayer, I think all of us have seen the power of prayer in our lives. And we are going to be hosting a community prayer night starting tomorrow night, August 16th. It will then be from every third Tuesday. It will be from 4 p.m. in the afternoon to 7 o'clock. And people can come and go as they want. They don't have to be there for all 3 hours. And Plymouth Congregational Church is located at 743 Wintercreek Drive in Scottsbluff. It kind of runs parallel to Highway 26. Yep. So you go up Fifth Avenue, and then you take the first right, and then you go along Wintercreek Drive. And it's the church with all of the stained glass windows that you can see from the highway.
Yep. All right.
And if you've gone to Reganis Motors, you've gone too far. So it's in between.
Or the Fairfield Inn.
Yeah, Fairfield Inn. If you've gone that far, you better be turning around, right?
Hey, one other thing we ought to mention, if you want more information, you can call Dianne at 631-0974. That's 631-0974. And there will be people there from Plymouth that will pray with you if you want someone to pray with you. Or if you have any questions, they can sure answer them. But I think it's important for people to get outside of themselves every once in a while, pretty doggone often actually, and realize that they're not really a big deal in this whole world. There are some things that are bigger, and it's a good way to have a good time to tap your chest if you need to. So we encourage people, and it doesn't make any difference what denomination you're in. Everybody is welcome. Gosh, even Kevin and Dennis would be welcome to this whole deal. So it's a good idea and something that we're going to continue.
All right, very good. We'll talk more about it right after this.
First comes love, then comes marriage, next comes a dream home. This is Andrea Matlock, mortgage lender with Pinnacle Bank, and we're here for our customers, neighbors, and friends with the financing needed to purchase or build your home. I'll walk you through the entire process and minimize the typical stresses with mortgage lending. You can concentrate on obtaining your dream home rather than shopping for a mortgage. Apply online at wypinbank.com or give me a call at 307-532-2181. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
All right, we're back on News Extra. We have Susan Wiedeman and Howard Hale here from Plymouth Congregational Church. That church is starting a community prayer night every third Tuesday of the month from 4 to 7 p.m. It begins tomorrow night, August 16th, over at Plymouth Congregational Church. Again, 4 to 6. Church is located over on Wintercreek Drive, 743. Susan, you're saying, well, I don't know if I can pray 3 hours. It's not the idea.
No, you don't have to do that. That's not the idea.
Right?
I mean, if you want to come for 15 minutes, you want to come for half an hour, it's totally up to you and what you are comfortable with. It's just a quiet place for people to come, to kind of center themselves and center their thoughts. And, we think it's also very important as teachers and students are going back to school this week, to pray for safety and how to handle situations. We've all been in a situation or feeling like ourselves like we are not in control. Well, we're not in control, and sometimes we need to realize that and hand things over to God and talk to God about what's going on in our lives, in our community, in our country, and pray for things to get better. and to be able to handle things better in our own lives.
Yeah, it's got to get better, no question about that, from what it's been the last couple months or so.
And you might, you might say, "Gosh, I can pray at home." Well, you can, and you should, but this gives you a different setting, a nice, quiet place where you can sit down in a church setting and visit with God and get some, hopefully get some answers in your own life. So
yeah.
it's something that I think is much needed, and I think if we had more of it in the country, we wouldn't have some of the problems that we have at this point in time.
Yeah, and especially some of the ag folks. I mean, we can pray for a good harvest. There's been some guys have been lucky. Prices go up. Some guys have been lucky. Some guys have not been that lucky here in the last month or two with hail and so forth. So pray for some of those guys as well. Right?
Yeah, and what one of the things you pray for is give people the strength to handle the situation, because agriculture is tough right now. It's a tough situation.
Those are the people that know the most that things are not in their control. That's for sure.
They sure aren't. You don't have much control over the great white harvester that comes by every once in a while.
Yeah, that's right.
But God will give you the strength and the ability to handle those situations.
All right, you guys. Very good. Good thing your church is doing. Plymouth Congregational Church every third Tuesday of the month now, starting tomorrow night, 4 to 7 p.m. You're just welcome to go over to that church over on Wintercreek Drive. Like we said, first right off of 5th Avenue there. And just be there for a few minutes and just say a few prayers. Okay?
Yes. Yeah, thanks to KNEB for having us on. We really appreciate it.
You bet, you guys. Appreciate it much. Howard Hale and Susan Wiedeman. Thanks.